Hello everybody, how are you doing today? And welcome back to the garden. It's another lovely sunny day today, so I think it's a perfect weather to do some pruning. Let's go. As we are in December, it may not look like it with all the sun we're getting, but it's middle of winter here in UK, so it's a perfect time to do the fruit pruning. I'm gonna slowly work on all my fruit bushes, fruit trees and grapes. I think today we're gonna start with the grapes. That's an easy job to do and it needs doing before the spring. So let me show you what I mean. And so here is my outdoor grape, the oldest one. I have it trained growing up and then splitting into a T-shape, going left and right on the fencing. So what I mean by pruning is basically removing all of those shoots that were growing this year. I'm gonna cut them all the way to the main stem, and from those places the new shoots gonna grow next year, and that's where you're getting all your fruits from, on the new shoots. So let me start working on it and I'll show you how I do it. So as I was saying, it's an easy job really. You just need a pair of good pruners. If you're starting your grapes, if you have a young plant, you need to decide how you want to grow it, which shape, and just prune out everything else. It's gonna take a couple of years before the plant gets established. But this one here, it's quite an old vine already, so it's much easier. I'm just gonna keep the shape that it was growing and cut out everything that I don't need. Just remember, when you are pruning it, leave one or two leaf buds at the base of the stem. I'll show you that in a second. So this is what I mean by the buds. There's one just here, another one here, same on this one, there's one here and another one here. So what you want to do is to prune it, leaving at least one bud standing. That's where the new shoot gonna come from. And this is back to the main frame. So this is my main shoot, main frame, and this whole cluster is where the new shoots are coming each year. They are spread every 30-40 centimeter on the plant. And once you decided on the shape of your plant, as I said, cut out everything that is not needed. The grapes are fruiting on the young shoots, so everything that's gonna start growing next year gonna produce the flowers and hopefully the fruits. I'm gonna do that with all my grapes. That's gonna be the first one. I have another one in a greenhouse and a couple of other grapes down the garden. It's a quite satisfying job. Makes the plant look quite tidy straight away. As I said before, you can do that anytime during the winter, as soon as the plant drop all the leaves and before it starts growing in the spring. If you leave it too late and the plant is growing already, it's gonna be dripping juice from all the wounds for ages and ages before it heals, so it's the best time, winter. Sadly, this year wasn't very good for my outdoor grapes. I got hardly anything from them, but my greenhouse grape produced very well, so it's all good. Okay, so that one looks much better instantly. It didn't take much, 5-10 minutes, and it's all done. As I said, I pruned everything to the main nodes. That's where the new shoot's gonna come. That's where they're growing every year. And on the new shoots, you get all the fruits. But now we can move to the greenhouse. I have another grape in the greenhouse. I'm sure you've seen it already if you watch any of my videos. But I'm growing them slightly different, so let me show you how it looks. And here is the grape in the greenhouse. It's a one plant. I brought the cutting from Italy and planted it here in the greenhouse. And I'm trying to train it, splitting here at the bottom and growing up to the roof of the greenhouse. And I want 2 shoots under the roof of the greenhouse, going all the way, all the length of the greenhouse. It does look messy at the moment. It was a very big and bushy plant during the summer, and it gave me loads and loads of lovely grapes. So now is the time to prune it all back to the main 2 stems. So let me do that quickly. It is a much younger plant than the one I was just showing you before outdoor, so it doesn't have developed nodes really yet. That's what I'm working on. But first of all, let me clean here at the bottom. I don't need that many shoots here. Let me just double check. I don't want to cut out the main one. I am leaving one of the shoots. This year I took it outside under the ground, so it's most likely rooted already. And I'm planning to grow the grape outside somehow. We'll see next year how it's gonna go. That's why I'm leaving one of the shoots. But now with the clean bottom of the plant, let us work up and clean all the rest. Like with the other one, I'm cutting all the new shoots almost all the way to the main stem, leaving 1 or 2 buds in the hope that's where the new shoot's gonna come next year. Okay, so that wasn't that difficult really. That looks much neater and tidy already. I am leaving 1 long shoot standing. Let me show you. So this is where we are. It looks much neater and tidier already. That's how I want it. 2 main shoots at the roof of the greenhouse. But as I said, here at the end I'm leaving this 1 shoot here, long one. It's going all the way to the ground already. That's gonna be taken out. I'm just gonna dig a hole somewhere over there, put the shoot and take it outside the greenhouse and try to grow that grape outside of the greenhouse as well. It's exactly same thing I did on the other side. That's what I did on this side last year. I have 1 of the shoots going under the soil and growing outside on the other side of the greenhouse. I think it's a nice way to spread the grapes outside of the greenhouse. We'll see how well they're gonna perform. Actually, let me go outside and show you. So that's how it looks like at the moment. It's not much really, but it's alive and growing. So there is the shoot going in the ground in the greenhouse and getting up here from the soil. I'm pretty sure if I cut it off and dug it out, it's well rooted already. It's been growing like that for a year. but the idea is to train it up all the way to the top of the greenhouse and spread it maybe that way. We'll see. So here we are. That's a grape pruning 101. It's a very easy and straightforward job. I think I'm gonna finish this video here. There's plenty more pruning to do, but that's for the next video. I need my coffee break now, and I'll see you back in the garden very soon. Bye.